All right, social media world, you and for my people coming over from Facebook, I hope you guys make it live. If not, this will be recorded. But welcome. My name is Damon Mason, and welcome to DM9 Productions. Guys, I really appreciate your time and effort that you take some time to spend with me. This is my very first live broadcast for my barbershop talk show, so to speak. And today, what we're going to discuss is really growing up in St. John Parish, but we're going to discuss the baseball program of St. John Parish. Ford All Stars, LaPlace, A's, Reserve Phillies, Garyville Pirates. You know, that was the egg guard. I don't know what egg guard was, but so guys, look, this is what we're gonna do. Even though this is live, just truthfully, there's nobody who has logged on yet. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna be live for a little bit. I'm gonna do what I was already doing, and as people come on, we'll go from there. If nobody don't come on, guess what? I'm gonna say what I gotta say. I'm gonna give my 2 cents if nobody else ain't gonna take the time out to chat with me and represent their era. You know what I'm saying? Give them a platform to say what they gotta say. So people out there in the YouTube world can know about St. John Parish, can know about who they are and about what they have done, what they have accomplished. But needless to say, I'm proud of all my people. I'm proud of every era, but still I'm gonna say what I wanted to say, but I'm gonna hold on. So we go see what I'm gonna do. I got two web browsers open right now, so I'm looking at the camera right now. So guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna go to my YouTube, not YouTube, but my Facebook account that's open, and I'm gonna let people know that I'm actually live right now. See, guys, this is the reason why I'm asking people to subscribe. I know how some people might be. I'm not putting you down, and rightfully so, but subscription simply means it will allow you to know when I'm going live or when I have posted a video. I'm not asking for no money. It's not collecting no money. It's just subscribing to my page will let you know, give you a notification that when DM9 Productions went live or when DM9 Productions has uploaded a new video. So give me a second. I'm gonna go to my Facebook page right now and let people know we are live. So we're gonna do something special on Facebook. We're gonna let people know. Come back to here, and I'm gonna get my link if I can. Where is the link to let people know that we're on live? Where is it? No, we do not want to end stream. We're gonna do that like that right there. Now we're gonna go back to Facebook. Originally, I told people 4 o'clock, but I figure 4 o'clock, man, is during the middle of the day. People just coming home. Honestly, I know my wife gonna be coming home from work and no telling what she wants to do on my off day. So, and since people not calling in, really just getting on here and chatting, I decided to move it down. So let me do this here. Sports medicine and joint and arthritis care, all backed by the power of the Northside Network. We're committed to keeping you going strong. Visit northside.com/orthopedic to learn more. Northside Hospital Orthopedic Institute, your source of strength. That's what I'm looking for right there. Y'all hear my I like old school. See, I should have did this on. No, I ain't say I should have did this on. See, I know when I go on Facebook, it's easy for people. It's easy for people to just log on. But this is how you build up your audience on YouTube. I'm tempted to go on Facebook at the same time as YouTube. But I still haven't made that post yet. You know what? Let me go ahead and make that post. I'm gonna go ahead and post that. So guys, you know what? It might be shorter than expected. So let me apologize first for this delay. I mean, nobody's on right now. You know what? I'm not panicking because this is good practice because sometimes you have to crawl before you walk. Even before your audience grows, before things grow, you have to be willing to start from the bottom. And quote unquote, I'm starting from the bottom. With YouTube, I have a little following. I have 37 subscriptions. I have a handful of people that watch my videos that I've been posting thus far. As I said, this is the first time going live. Um, Maybe it's a bad time of the day. I know people are at work. But at the same time, I know most people at work, during noon time is when they take their lunch. And you might know they normally pick out their cell phones or computers and check their social media, what I'm saying? And this is just something for people, really just to check, for those of you who, I mean, you can't see it through the recording, but those who actually get on live, there is a chat feature. I'll make sure I read the chat thing. There's a chat feature that allows people to chat. So when we get to the 10-minute mark, I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna say my spill. You know what I'm saying? And maybe we'll try it again another day. As far as this discussion, but this discussion that I wanted to discuss today was St. John Parish in La Place Reserve, Garyville, Louisiana, my hometown. Let me make sure I lower this music a little bit because it's kind of loud right now. But what we do a lot of, guys, is my friends and I, we reminisce so much. I know I reminisce a lot, especially on social media, about the things that by God's grace I was able to accomplish in athletics, more so with football. But and then at the same time, I'm telling my stories that you guys can actually follow on YouTube. I'm telling stories of why I left a local high school in St. John Parish, East St. John High School, why I left to go to a rival high school, which was called Destrehan High School. So, and it was I'm gonna give this gentleman credit because he actually gave me the idea of Freddie Braxton. Thank you again, brother. I did an episode. I did an episode called "Growing Up in the Hood," and actually that episode has the most people that viewed it because I really was talking from my remembrance of growing up in St. John Parish, the River Parish, between LaPlace Reserve and Garrettville, the different towns, different hoods, the different people who, as far as I can remember, were influential in my life, and that who was just, basically I could just remember. And Freddie was like, man, this is a conversation. You should have like a barbershop type forum conversation for this. It took a few days, and finally said, you know what, let me do something with that idea. And that's how I created DM9 Productions, Barbershop Talk. So and I've been hyping it up on Facebook to continue to build my platform on YouTube. And the first thing I want to discuss, which is where everything started for me, which was playing baseball in St. John Parish. So and I guess I could take my time because unlike my stories, I didn't want it to be too drawn out. I wanted people to come on here and chat and just hear what I had to say. And I don't feel bad about it at all. But still, I'm gonna do in my heart what I want to do anyway. And like I say, I'm gonna give my 2 cents on what I feel to believe in, how I see things, and how I remember things as far as the baseball program in St. John Parish now. What's crazy is there was a lot of individuals on Facebook that was giving their 2 cents, and like I said in the little trailer that I did preparing for this episode, what I was saying was a lot of people was commenting. A lot of my friends, I think it's a few of my friends was commenting, and a few of the younger homies were commenting who played baseball in St. John Parish, but I wanted to break this down into categories. Not what we did. For those of us who played professional football or baseball, not even what we did in high school. I mean, I'm gonna have conversations for all that, but this particular conversation was gonna focus on the youth of St. John Parish. LaPlace Reserve and Garrettville, the youth program that we didn't have in St. John Parish that they have now. We didn't have a youth program. We had the whites had theirs, the blacks had theirs. And that's just the way it was, and we was cool with that. And if you don't understand what I'm saying is, it was all black who played baseball. It's like they had the all whites in St. John Parish. So there were certain parks and certain locations we could not go. And again, we didn't care. We just wanted an opportunity to play ball, and we had individuals who made that happen for us. We had men and women who made that happen for us. And that name of the organization was called Ford. I don't remember what Ford stands for, but FORD was Ford. So, but we talk about the best. So, I'm going to try my best not to make this too drawn out, but I want to really cover my viewpoint of it. And like I say, it's just my viewpoint of it, since no one else was able to chime in, even though a few chimed in on social media, on Facebook. But like I told them, guys, this is an open forum. There's a time and place for everything. Now was the time and place to speak your spiel. But like you said about guys in St. John Parish, all the talent in the world, but undisciplined, not disciplined, and or maybe that was just me, because they say I was undisciplined and yada yada yada. But this forum was not to upset people and put people down. It's just something that we do when we see each other. We take pride in the era that we played in. We take pride in knowing that we accomplished certain things. So anyway, without further ado, guys, I played in the era, and I can't remember the year, but I'm just gonna say a lot, as many names as I can remember. And when you talk about the best, first of all, there was a team in St. John Parish at that time. That was the LaPlace A's, the LaPlace Dodgers, Matter of fact, let me back up. Let's talk about the 10. I'm talking about my era that I remember. The 10 and the 10, 11, and 12-year old. All right, so for the 10, 11, and 12-year old, you had the Laplace A's, you had the Laplace Dodgers. Right, so there were two teams in Laplace. In reserve had the reserve Phillies, and Garyville had the Garyville Pirates. So first I'm gonna start. I got my first person came on, he got off, so I was gonna tell him, hey, thank you for thank you for logging in, but it's all good. I was gonna go to the chat. So, and I'm just talking because this is being recorded live. You know, I don't have to talk the whole time. You know, there was no time limit because I know people going. I was anticipating people coming on and coming off, and really just chatting. You know, listening to. You know, I was gonna read people chatting and the comments and people reading the comments, and we were just gonna go back and forth and have a good old time like we normally do. You know, back in St. John Parish. But as I start to say, I was going through the teams in the Laplace A's, and the Laplace Dodgers. Those are the little boys. So once again, I have somebody. So before I'm gonna stop there, I'm gonna say welcome to the individual, whoever you are. Thank you for logging on. And if you don't mind, go ahead. If you look to the right or look on your computer screen at the chat screen, self known. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say welcome. Who is this joining? I hope I'm typing fast. I hope I'm typing right. I just want to know who you are so I can acknowledge you. So if you look on the screen on the right, I'm assuming it's right on your screen too. That's the chat section. So if you don't mind, please make yourself known. And I will continue. I'm gonna continue anyway. But roughly what I was saying was I would just, first I want to stop and welcome you and thank you for logging on. As you see, you the first and only one. So please don't be afraid to let me know who has joined me. But I was still doing my show anyway, and I was just going through as far as I remember. Now, if you want to talk with me, we can talk to each other to social media world. And when this posted on Facebook, this discussion will be between you and I. You know how we remember growing up in St. John Parish. It didn't matter of fact, it might not be a baseball player. It might be a female. So whoever you are, please let me know so I can openly say thank you and speak your name out here on my stream. But I was talking about the teams in St. John Parish in my era. Laplace A's, Laplace Dodgers, Reserve Phillies, Garyville Pirates. Now the coaches you had at that time for the Laplace Dodgers was Darrell Anderson. The Laplace A's was Two-Bit, Donald Caesar. In Reserve Phillies, you had Boogie Homer. I don't know Boogie's last name, but his first name is Homer. And I just found out Victor's name. So in Garyville, for the little boys, 10, 11, and 12 year olds, it was Victor Sanders and Irvin Nicholas. All right. Now, as far as the players in my era, as many as I can remember for each team. All right, for the Laplace Dodgers, you had myself, you had Romel Anthony, you had Orman Anderson, you had Vance Jones. I think we had Duke. Is it Willie Duke? Or I could be totally wrong. I think we even had Tommy Ellis. Not Tommy Ellis, but Tom. I forgot Tommy's name. The Laplace Dodgers. I'm gonna come back to that. So then, so the Laplace A's, you had Randy Brown, you had Lindell Smith, you had Mandori Smith. Can't remember them all. So in reserve, I know we had Terry Grover. You had at one time you had Andrew Taylor Dooley. You had Calvin Miles. I forgot them boys' name, man. As far as I remember, then in Garyville, you had Chris Nicholas, you had Calvin Flip Flop Lee, you had Courtney Mitchell, you had Leroy Williams. Now, guys, roughly that was from like 10, 11, and 12. So now, when we talk about the best in St. John Parish, I'm going to fast forward to when we all made the All-Star team. Now, as far as I can remember, at the age of 12, when I made the All-Star team for the first time, like I said, that's my era. You know, I think the Dodgers, the Dodgers, we went from being the worst team at the age of 10, lost every game, and tied the last game. Then at the age of 11, we did a little bit better. But at the age of 12, I think we ran the tables as we called it, and we won the league, which meant that Guerrero had the opportunity to pick the majority of the players from his team to go to the All Star, but you had to pick two from every other team. So as far as I remember, at the age of 12, it was myself, Romel Anthony, or Mine Anderson. Mm, 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 mm. You had Lindell Smith. You had Mandori Smith. You had Calvin Miles. You had Terry Grover, Chris Nicholas. And that's at the age of 12. So that's what I can remember. Now, when I talk about the best, so at the age of 12, we played our All Star for Ford under Dixie Youth. All right, so we played the Independence. Now, the thing that was most significant about that year was when we played the Independence. The most outstanding player we had at that time was Romel Anthony, and Romel was so good as a pitcher and as a hitter that they was afraid to pitch to Romel. All right, we had to Guerrero had to let Romel bat first because they intentionally walked him. So how can you intentionally walk a 12-year-old? That's how good this dude was. You know what I'm saying? So at that particular time, Romel was out. Now they had some good ones. Terry was good. Flip Flop was good. Um, you know, and good hitters and good pitchers. Terry had a glove. Then you had but yeah, of course, again, you had Oman, you had Dusty. And again, that's 12, so I can't, as much as I remember, I can't remember those names. But that's the thing that stands out to me the most when they intentionally walked Romel. And man, and Romel hit a home run so far, which is why they made him bat first because the people intentionally walk him. The ball, when Rowe hit the home run, the ball went out the park, crossed the street. I want y'all to visualize this now. Visualize the ball going out the park, center field, straightaway center field, out the park, cross the street, over the ditch in front of the people's yard, then over the house, and it cleared the entire house. So it cleared basically the entire neighborhood. The park, the street, the ditch, the house, over the house. That ball, that's that kind of stuff Rowe did. But again, that's 12 years old. And I'm not trying to tell no stories, guys. I'm sharing my best. So once again, we have another individual just came on. Thank you for logging in. You might be the second person, if not the same person, but whoever you are, please, if you look to the right, there's a chat screen. Please let me know who has decided to join, and I thank you. I would like to publicly say your name. Thank you. So if you don't mind, and I must say thank you for logging on. Thank you for logging logging on. I don't know if you can see that chat right there from DM9 Productions, but thank you. So 24 minutes, guys. I kind of been telling stories from my tale. I won't do this again, not for a while. But that was 12 years old, and I'm not going to go through every era from my All-Star team. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna name the guys that stands out to me, and the kind of guys that caught my eyes, and it caught my attention when you think about All-Stars in St. John Parish. I grew up hearing about, Wine Watkins. We call him Shug. I grew up hearing about Aaron Lewis. Famous second Aaron played baseball. My cousin Orlando Mason. Um, and even before then, we heard about Lewis Lips, who played with the Pittsburgh Steelers as a receiver, and Jared Williams, who actually played baseball for the New York Yankees. As I was, as I read earlier today, won 5 championships with the Yankees. So they was way older than us. When we first started playing baseball in St. John Parish. Then we heard about guys like um, we were able to see guys like Keith Gibson, Wallow Martin. I'm sorry, Waylon Franklin. Wallow is his nickname, Waylon Franklin. Um, I can't remember his name, but from Garyville, yeah, Soup. You had I heard about Freddie Cook. I don't know if Freddie played baseball or not. Dunny, I can't remember Dunny's first name, but Dunny's from Garyville. I was made aware that he played baseball growing up in St. John Parish. I know Randall Watkins. I went to church with Randall, Beach Road Baptist Church. You know, Mark Dennis for Pike. Marvin Hightower Francois, Brentwood Howard. These are guys are older guys. Leo Joseph with his little short bullying self. What I'm saying? Mimi. I can't remember Mimi first name, but right there from the class is. But then you had guys like Leroy Williams, Randy Brown, um, Damon Caesar, Lil James, Minnie Boo. Um, Kerry Brown, Alvin Brown, Kieran Pie, Big Kira, that's my cousin. Big Pie. So you had a lot of, and that's the era that was before me, and kind of the era that was with me. Yeah, T Boy, Jermaine Roussel. This is my era. Orman Anderson, Romeo Anthony, Lindell Smith, Kelvin Flip Flop Lee, Courtney Mitchell, and guys, I got a whole bunch. Kelvin Miles, Terry Grover. So there were so many great players that played ball in St. John Parish between the Flash, Reserve, and Gabriel. And I know I didn't say all their names, and so guys, I'm on the spot. I'm looking at the time. I don't want to be too much longer. Um, but when I made this post on Facebook, there was 3 names that actually stood out in my mind that I consider to be the best of the best. And as I put it, the name was the great Leroy Papa Williams, Your Highness Rex, Randy Brown, and Doc Gooden, Blow Roll, whatever you want to call him, Romeo Anthony. And I said, I wanted to get other people's opinion to find out who they thought was the best in St. John Parish. Now they got a lot of different categories between the youth and high school. It's easy for the homies to always talk about, well, this person did this here and this person went to that level and did this. But again, this whole forum was going to be based on what was done on the playgrounds of Garyville, Start Terry's in Reserve, in the school ground of Woodland, or even in Regatta Park. And they got and there's a crew that came behind us. I'm gonna give a shout out to Mervyn Williams. I don't remember Mervyn playing ball on the youth, but I know he was pretty good in high school. But again, this is not about high school. Guys like Stone Pittman, DeQuincy Scott, even Ali Burrow, I think, played baseball. So the talent from the Plastic Reserve in Garyville just continues to go on and on and on. And I just wanted to have fun because this is something that we debate all the time. And I wanted social media to hear about my hometown. And wherever I go, I tell people I feel like I play the best baseball players ever because nobody grew up like us. And I'm sure there were other kids who are not grown men who grew up the way we did. But I'm sorry, I can only speak about my hood and how we grew up. We didn't play t-ball. You know, them boys drew, as we call, smoke. I think Romel Anthony is the only pitcher I know that ever made people cry that they didn't want to bet against him. You know what I'm saying? And so they got some things I can say about high school, but as far as growing up, playing park ball, recreation baseball, I've never heard or even seen people do what Romel Anthony did. At 12 years old, I already told you guys they didn't pitch to him. You know, we had to make him our cleanup hitter, had to be our leadoff hitter because they didn't want to pitch to him. You know, so by era and based on the era we're focusing on with the youth program, I would say Romel Anthony wins that award for me. Because I remember watching Randy Brown and Leroy Williams play All-Star. And for as great as they were, they didn't accomplish what we accomplished. We were the first team to go to the World Series 3 consecutive years. Now, we didn't win it. We came in second. But then again, the homies who won it, they're not on here to speak their piece. So, you know, yes, they won it, but like I told somebody who's trying to represent for them, they won it based on what they seen us do. Now, that might not make sense to you guys, but we watched the era that came before us. Randy Brown, Andrew Taylor, Leroy Williams, and many more. Bobby Gibson, Waylon Martin, Marvin Hightower. So many. We watched those guys go to All-Star. And year after year after year, they lost. I'm not calling them losers. You know I'm not calling them losers, but they lost. They didn't get past. They didn't make it to the World Series. And we were like, man, we know they're good. We watch them every Saturday. We watch them. But for all the talent they had, and that's Lance Perminion. Thank you. What's going on? That's my little cousin who I gave a shout out to. And so, Lance, I'm gonna say this here. I want you to give you a piece, and whatever you type, I'm gonna. Who won twice, Lance? Now, keep in mind, this discussion is only about the youth, only about the about playing the Players Reserve, Garyville, full All-Stars, and that was a debate. Oh, yeah, okay. You talking about the kids that won, the 4 teams that won the World Series, right? So like Lance was saying, that team won the World Series 2 years, or 2 consecutive years. I know consecutive year, but they won it twice. So, but being from a different era, what I was saying was that we were the first team from 4 to go to the All-Star 3 consecutive years. We didn't win none of them. Lost it the first year. First state to lose out. Second year, we came in second place. In the third year, which we played the Babe Ruth level, we came in third place that year. Right. So we had Rondon Anderson and Maki. Don't know Maki's first name, but Maki is Damon Caesar and LeJames Minnie Booth Caesar. That's their little brother. You know, so like I said, we had a lot of and just like that era who won the World Series, they came out watching my era. We came out watching the era before us, and everybody wanted to do it better. Everybody wanted to do it better. Now, keep in mind, guys, this really is about bragging. It's having fun and it's bragging, and that's why I wanted to get people on here to represent their era. So even though they won the World Series twice, I still say my era was better because they won it because they seen how we did it and they want to do better than what we did. And the only way to do better than what we did was to win it. Just like we seen what Randy and Papa and the rest of those guys did, and as good as they were, but they never got to the World Series. So we wanted to be better than them. So we wanted to get to the World Series and then win it. But we fell short the last game. Well, Lance is correcting me. Lance said, no, his era, the era that won the championship, watch his era. Well, I beg to differ because they watched both our eras. Lance era grew up watching my era, and Rondon is Oman Anderson's little brother. And Guerrero was one of my coaches. So Rondon watched my era and Lance's era. Mikey, as I said, is the James and Damon Caesar's brother. So he had the opportunity to watch my era as well. So my era went to the World Series. The era after us didn't go to the World Series. But then that next era not only went to the World Series, they won it. So how about them apples, cuz? But look, man, hey, nobody got on but you. Two people got on, didn't acknowledge this out. So I just want to speak my piece anyway, man. As I say, this was all in fun. Something I wanted to do. I'm missing another era. Well, that proves that my era was great then. So if that's 3 eras, so you trying to tell me that we went to the World Series 3 consecutive years, and then it took 3 more eras before Ford went back to the World Series? But still, that don't change the fact that those kids were DeQuincy. Right. Okay. But the era that won the World Series still they was around to see our era though. They was very young, but they was around. But you're right, DeQuincy. I did mention them, but I forgot that's the era though. So Lance, what I was saying was, man, so we got that clarified, the different eras, I forgot, man, there was a whole lot we was gonna talk about, my favorite subject is gonna be what? The best base stealer in St. John Parish history has to be yours truly. I don't think nobody ever stole bases like I did. Matter of fact, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do it quick though. We're gonna get it on video. We're gonna get it live, and so people can see what they missed. Cause you know what's gonna happen. They're gonna see this here. They're gonna chime in, and it is what they want. It is what it is. So we're gonna start right there, cuz. Hey, it's no doubt that Damon Mason was the best. He was the fastest to play for Ford, and the best base stealer that Ford ever had. Now I told you high school for a different conversation. I told you that. See, social media world. What I say about my homies, and that's my little cousin. It's easy to take one thing and take it to something that we did later down the line. We're gonna talk about high school at another time. But growing up from the ages of 10 to 14, even after me, nobody was faster than me running bases, and nobody was better at running bases and stealing bases than Damon Mason. So, do you agree with that one, cuz? I'll wait for your answer on that one. You had to say it like that, bro. Yeah. So we said, well, I said you was the best. I just want to make. I was just clarifying. All right, so so let's go to pitching now. We ain't gonna spend too much time on this here. So pitching, I tell you what, I'm gonna throw out the top 3 that I think. I want you to throw out 3. Since it's just you and me. We gonna see. In any era. All right. We're gonna throw out 3 of them. So for me, off top of my list is Romel, Terry, and Flip Flop. I want to see what you got. And it could be any era. Any era now. I guess you could say I chose those three guys from my era because they were from my era, and I bet against them. I didn't bet against Randy or Papa. I know Harold Williams on there. I know Harold gonna see this here. Well, I mean, I think you was a hell of a pitcher, cuz. I mean, you know that. So I expect you to say yourself, just like I said myself for stealing bases. I thought you threw hard when you was young. But you got, I mean, matter of fact, oh man, you know what? Let's go five. Cause I'm gonna tell you why. Let's go five. Cause even though I didn't bet against these guys, I do remember seeing Bobby Gibson. Shit, Dooley. Man, Dooley was a hell of a pitcher. So yeah, matter of fact, I might give you six. Definitely Romel, Flip Flop, and Terry. But Bobby Gibson, Dooley, Andrew Taylor. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give you two more. Brentwood, and oh man, I got some names. Man, you got Brentwood, you got me, you got Pipe, Dwayne Dennis. Oh man. So Flop help you? Yeah, but hey, there were some pictures that came through St. John Parish, bro. You know what I'm saying? So now who's the best? We're not gonna cover that, cuz those on the list. How about that? We're gonna just say those. So in that case, Randy Brown was a hell of a pitcher, and of course Papa was a pitcher. But those other guys, and Marvin Hightower, man, them boys used to pitch, bro. So and that was way before your time. I was like 8, 9, and 10. So then Suge, I mean you can't forget about Suge with his left-handed self, and my cousin Orlando Mason. All right, so a lot of pitchers, All right, let's go power hitters. Should we say power hitters or just hitting in general? Let's say hitting. Matter of fact, I got a better category for you. Going to Chinese. Myron Dwayne Golf. Maki. Okay. A younger era. Okay. Now see, I don't know Jamal. I'm sure I do, but I don't recognize that name. But that's good. Represent. So let me read that. You say so. First, you say Flop. Calvin Lee helped you. You say you agree the names that I mentioned, but you also, in case people who watch the video, they probably won't be able to see what you chatted. But you say Myron. I know about Myron Dennis. You talking about Dwayne Golf, Maki. Oh, I forgot about Jamal. Forgot about Jamal. That's right. Dooley brothers. That's right. And yourself, Lance Million. That's right. That's right. Randall was a good pitcher, if I'm not mistaken. I think Randall pitched. So hitters. Man, off the top of my list, man. I'm just include hitting in general. I mean, it could be for base hits, but when I'm thinking about hitting, I'm thinking about the school ground, Stark Terry's, and Garyville Park. And most of the school ground, everybody took. I mean, I think Garyville had the only fence, the true fence. Juan Alexander. Juan as far as pitching or hitting? Or both? Hidden. Okay. So first on Lance list was Juan Alexander. Yes, Juan was a good hitter. I know I'm not going to discuss nothing, but Juan was a hell of a fire baseball player growing up. A damn good baseball player as a hitter. But for me, I mean, I've seen Oh, so I was saying Garyville had the true baseball park with the I think they had the only fence, because it was behind the school. Star Terrace had, remember Star Terrace? Of course, remember Star Terrace had nothing but almost like miles and miles of grass. So if you were lucky enough to hit a fly ball, it'll roll as far as you can see. So it's easy to get a home run. But I think everybody took advantage of playing at the Woodland School Ground because at Woodland School Ground you had the swamp area, then you had the graveyard. You know what I'm saying? So then of course you had the basketball court. So it was like okay. So you say Stone Pittman. All right, was a good hitter. That's right. That's your hitters. So first of all, I was trying to find for social media because I was trying to find the parts. So now Randy Brown, Leroy Papa Williams, uh, Marvin Hightower Francois. Now these are older guys, older than me. Wallow, man, I see Wallow they hit bounds. These guys will hit bounds. You know what I'm saying? Big Kira, Big Pop. Kira Kelly, my cousin. Kieran Kelly, Kira Kelly, okay. Mandora Smith. When Manny get a hold of one, it was gone. Of course, Romel. I would add Dusty, but Dusty was swinging anything just to hit a home run. So I'm not gonna add Dusty. Tricky Dick was a heavy hitter. Tricky Dick. Richard Martin was a heavy hitter. So Lance, who you got? So Lance say, of course, he say Stone Pittman, Maki, Bowleg. Okay, these are names. These are names. So if you guys in St. John Parish remember these names, of course y'all should know Maki, Bowleg, Rondon, that's Rondon Anderson, T-Boo, Darren Anderson, Dedrick August, old Dick, that's right, and Myron Dennis. Okay, it's a good list right there. Make sure I got everybody. Kenneth Jackson was a good hitter. Kenneth was strong. Chris. And I'm thinking about Chris in high school, so I'm not talking about high school, but when Chris got a hold of one, it was gone. Lil the John Van Print. Lil John was a bounce, hit bounds. All right, so that's good. I know they got others out there, but So let's go. Defense, cuz let's go defense. Gloves. We had good gloves. I'm not even. I'm not even. I'm not even going to consider outfield for the mere fact we were so young. But then again, I guess we could. But gloving, had a good glove. I think I had a good glove on third base, but that was doing all star when I shined. So I'm never gonna throw myself in there. I was decent. I was good enough. I started in the all star, so that meant something. But when I think about guys who had those their gloves were like their hands. They hardly miss anything. I'm thinking again, Randy Brown, Leroy Papa Williams, Terry Grover, Juan Alexander, and that was my era at 10 years at 12 years old when Juan played with us in the All Star on second base. Um, T Boy had a good glove on second base. Oman had a good glove. Flip Flop was good in the outfield. Flip was good. Romel, hey, Ro used to be gloving on first base. Lil John was on first base. I can't think about too many older guys. Dooley was good. Infield and outfield. Chris at catching. All right, what you say? Cause so you got, of course, Juan Desmond. Okay, Desmond Davis, Brandon Mason. All right, Low Golf, Buckeye. Okay, That's good, man, that you remember them guys like that. Cause I don't remember having them young guys, but that's your era, not my era. So that's good. And see, that's what it's about, man. You know, I wanted social media to hear about some of these guys, man. I don't know what some of these guys are right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's, you know, I love the fact that we still remember them like that. And for me, it's an opportunity to honor them, to honor St. John Parish, man, with all the talent that we had coming through the parish and still got coming through the parish. Cause you know, like I know, everybody didn't get an opportunity like I had to play professional sports on any level. A lot of these guys, a lot of these, some of these guys probably didn't even play high school baseball. You know, to say they were so good growing up. You know, but again, you know, that was then. And this talking about these guys like this now, you know, just an opportunity to represent them, to let people know, hey, we remember these guys, man. This was a part of our past, you know, and we love them, man. We love these guys for real. Regardless of how we felt about each other back then, we men now. You know, we men now, and it's an opportunity to look back on who we were, and what we did together, the good, the bads, the ups and the downs, because all that helped shape our life to where we are now. And because we can learn from it, we can still learn from it, and we can teach the younger generation, and we can teach them based on what we experienced, the good and the bad. You know, like I said, man, that's a reason why I'm doing all this. I want to do all this stuff. So anyway, that was a message. So where we at, cuz? Where we at? We're not gonna talk about stolen bases because I got that on lock. So I mean, we ain't gonna waste time. There were some guys who can steal and run, but since I had that on lock, bro, we just gonna, you know, we're not even mess with that. um, we talked about pitching. Oh man, you know what? I forgot some catch. So I just remember Elvin Brown was good in the outfield. I'm gonna throw catching in there as well, because there only a handful of catchers. I know I mentioned Chris Nicholas for catch. Kerry Brown was a good catcher. Sugar Bell, Sugar Bell was a hell of a fine catcher. Leo Joseph was a good catcher. Vance was good in shortstop. Vance Jones was good in shortstop. Okay, cuz I got an author Elvin. What you got? Which Elvin you talking about? I'm gonna see what you say. But look, I got a good category because Elvin Brown. Okay, I kind of figured that. So Elvin, I didn't know Elvin caught. So he played outfield and he caught. He was a catcher. All right, all right. I feel like I'm missing somebody though. But anyway, but look. This is and we're gonna wrap it up in a second. But so this is gonna be a miscellaneous category. Craziest, craziest, off the wall, funny, kept people laughing, life of the party, just kept you in good spirits. You know, because that was needed. You know, as serious as we took playing ball. When things didn't go our way, it was always good to have that person who can keep you clowning, keep you smiling, keep you laughing, and just it was just you know what I'm saying. So the two top of my list is Kelvin Flip Flop Lee and Lindell Dusty Smith. Them two cornballs right there, boy, kept on that. Chad, Chad Murray and Chewy. Oh, Chewy, my bad. I'm talking about Chewy. I'm thinking about Frank. Chewy, okay. Chad did Chad play outfield, right? Chad was I didn't forget, but Chad was a baller. Chad, I remember Chad played with Desmond era. In your era too, if I'm mistaken. Any pitch. Okay. But yeah, man. So Dusty, Lindell Smith, and Kelvin Lee. Those, and we had some other ones who was crazy, but those were the man too. All right, cuz let's go to in closing. For all the coaches we had, who your two top coaches? Your two top coaches. I'm gonna give you mine. First would have to be my first coach, which is Garrell Anderson. First, what I'm saying is, okay, Garrell Anderson, Two Bits, C.J. Watkins, Terry Charles, Boogie, Victor. All right, so that's 5 head coaches. 5 head coaches. In fact, I say, and really, they're all great. They're all great. So I'm gonna say the top three. The top three off the top of my head is Garrell. Garrell taught me how to steal bases. Garrell taught me how to do things that I did for a long time, even throughout high school, about the game of baseball. Garrell gave me a lot of little teachings about the game of baseball. He taught me how to bunt, how to run bases, how to time up my steals, and how to set the pitches up and the catches up. Just Garrell gave me a lot of little tricks of the trade at an early age that helped develop my base stealing skills. Then I will say C.J. Watkins. Out of all things I can say about Mr. Watkins is that one who gave me that infamous speech about changing my attitude, or I was going to end up either dead or in jail. And then when I get to high school, the coaches wouldn't put up with my attitude. So CJ really was more that, I don't know about you guys, but he was the one that I was afraid of, because whenever you saw Mr. Watkins, it was like, at the time it was LTI, the boys' home that was in Baton Rouge. So Mr. Watkins had access to that. So I didn't want to get in no trouble, and I didn't want ever have to see Mr. Watkins coming to my house or coming to my school or talking to my parents about my discipline. And I will say, and I'm not putting nobody down. So really, I'm gonna say it like this here: it will be Boogie and Victor at the same time, because they both demanded respect and got respect from their players. For as crazy as we thought the boys from Garyville were, and for many crazy things that we all did, but as many crazy things as Garyville boys did, Victor didn't play, and they didn't play with Victor. I remember that. And Victor, I mean, they still should be talking about Victor Sanders to this day, and some of them do. And I mean, and honestly, the only thing I know about Victor is from baseball. And now that I'm a grown man, just knowing that how things are in St. John Parish and how things are and used to be in Garyville, not putting them down because I love them still, because that's still part of my heritage, my upbringing. But Victor and Urban Nicholas, man, those two gentlemen took a lot of pride and demanded a lot of respect from those boys in Garyville. And I would always respect them for that. And then at the same time, Boogie, Boogie, Victor used to come down on them boys, especially Cole. After him, not. But Boogie was just as strict. Boogie didn't play. Boogie didn't play. And they all were smart. And Two Bits, man, Two Bits was just. I said Two Bit last because Two Bit was LaPlace's age. He was LaPlace as far as I'm concerned when it came down to sports. So really, so now that I think about it, because that's really a bad category, because I respect all those guys. All those guys had a major played a major part in all of our lives, a major part in mine. I remember many times they told me, how good I was and how humble I was, if you believe that, you know. But I was a hard worker. I ain't had the best attitude, but I was a hard worker. So yeah, I respect all those coaches, man. All those men at that time, even the assistant coaches. You know. So, cuz that's it, bro. We actually broke an hour, man. And I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I love you, man, and I'm glad you came on. Um, I'm not sorry. Well, I'm kind of sorry that more people didn't get on, but I still, like I said, this is something I wanted to do from my heart. I opened it up to individuals to get on. So for you people who watching this here, you just had a glimpse of from myself, Damon Mason, and my little big cousin Lance Vermillion. So, cuz I see you going back and off. So what I was saying, cuz I thank you for getting on here, man. I said, I love you, bro, and I'm not sorry for doing this here. Even though you was the only person, it was a total of three, and I really don't know, but you're the only one who acknowledged yourself, and so I'm able to say once again that I appreciate my little cousin. I love my little cousin, my little big cousin Lance Perminion, for getting on here and reminiscing with me a little bit. I'm not sorry for doing this here. Yes, I wish more people would have got on here. I opened it up for more individuals, but this is something I wanted to do anyway from my heart. And I'm just saying this again, because I see you. You had Law Dog and Law Gone, but we're gonna wrap it up right now, man. And in closing, I think what I was saying right when you came on, between Randy Brown, Leroy Papa Williams, and Romel Anthony, my vote will have to go to Romel as far as being the greatest in the era of Ford All Stars. Simply because of what I witnessed him do. And the two things that I saw him, and then I want you to say who you think the greatest is. If it's not either of those three, who you think is the greatest from your opinion. But I was saying the two things I saw Romel do that stood out in my mind. I've never seen nobody else pitch and had guys not only afraid to bet, but crying and was afraid to even get in the batter's box. So I've never seen that. I've never seen it again at any age. And the next thing that he did that pertained to him was in the All Star. The All Star it's a two-part thing. And this is what I was saying when you came on. And Romel hit a ball so far that it cleared the park and the house across the street from the park. And because he was such a dangerous hitter that Darrell had to make him bat first because people stopped pitching to him. So that was a guaranteed base runner that we had. I've never seen anybody else experience that at that age, between the ages of 10 to 14. So that alone, combined with many other things, is, in my opinion, why I would give Romel Anthony the title of being the greatest Ford baseball player. So, guys, that's it. My cousin, he's logging off and on. I think the weather might be bad, so he's going to see the recording. So, hey, guys, once again, thank you for taking the time out to watch the recap of this video. Yes, it was an hour. I didn't make it that long, but then again, this is no particular time. It's barbershop talk, stuff that we do. And for my homies who decide to look at this recording, guys, hey, feel free to leave your comments in the chat section, guys. Do not post on Facebook, please. Out of respect, I'm going to ask you to whatever comments that you want to leave. If you want to leave your response, do it on the chat section underneath this video. So, Lance, you back on, man. Again, bro, I love you. Thank you for getting on. We're going to do this again. Of course, it's going to be a different subject. So, until then, guys, from DM9 Productions, this is Daniel Mason. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Cuz, you know, we're gonna catch up soon, man. All right. Talk to everybody later. Peace. Oh, Lance, before we go, since you're back on, I wanted to give you an opportunity to say who you think is the best baseball player in the era of four All Stars. If this is Lance, I hope this is Lance. I'm gonna see. This might not be Lance. Might be somebody else. I just realized that. So I'm not sure who this is, and because I don't want to keep people waiting, watching the video any longer. Again, you guys take care. God bless, and for anybody want to leave their comments, their based on the things that you heard us talk about, my cousin and myself talk about. You guys want to comment on it now on the recording? Please go to my chat section and leave the comments on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much, and hopefully we have more of you guys with us next time chatting live. Keith, Cool Mo. Ron, what's going on, man? I'm glad you got on, bro. I'm sorry you got on just now, but hey, go check out the recording, Ron, and representing Cool Mo me. Exactly. Hey, I gave me a shout out as one of the best pitchers in Ford All Stars history. So represent, man. Yeah, run. I've been on about an hour, man. So I'm gonna shut it down, man. So when you get some time, man, go check the recording, bro. Check out the recording, and you know, hey man, leave your comment in the same area. Leave your comments for anything that you want to comment on when you hear it. All right. I'm gonna talk to you later, Ron. Peace.